every day, one by one, I'm gonna try every recipe of Laura, starting from the very beginning. Come, join me on my challenge. Let's go! Hi everyone! My name is Ruta and welcome to the 121st, I believe, day of my challenge where, oh my goodness, I've realized that there's not enough strawberries in my life, and as I was able yesterday to find quite a lot of them, I actually will try a recipe which I've skipped before because there were no strawberries. And okay, so I don't have really nice and big ones. I have instead a bunch of little ones, and I will be using just a simple chocolate instead of chocolate chips, but I don't think it matters because I will melt it anyways. But I'm gonna try chocolate covered strawberries, and oh my goodness, this is something which I've seen all over YouTube, which is apparently a normal thing in America. However, I've never even seen them in real life, let alone try one. So it's something like a key lime pie for me, which is, I know of it, but it's so unreal that I just cannot believe I'm gonna try it today. So let's go over the ingredients and let's get started. We are gonna need some fresh strawberries, washed and dried, 150 grams of milk chocolate chips, and 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil. Okay, first things first, I want to melt the chocolate together with the, where is it here, vegetable oil on a double boiler, which basically means that I have here a pot with water. A little bit of water is fine. It's boiling, but there's no need for any crazy boiling, just a simple simmer is enough. And then I have another heat-proof dish. I know it's not ideal, but this engineering construction will have to work for me today. So I'm gonna put it on top, and the important part here is that its bottom wouldn't touch the water itself. And then to this, I'm gonna add in the chocolate and the vegetable oil and constantly stirring. You don't want to leave this thing unattended because it will burn. You will wait for the chocolate to melt and incorporate with the olive oil. Wait, not the olive oil, vegetable oil. And that's it. It's like it took like 1 minute, if that. Okay, now I have a big plate which I'm gonna line with some parchment paper. Okay, and here's how it's gonna go. I'm gonna gather the chocolate kind of like to one side so it's more in one place, and then take a strawberry and dip it inside around 2/3 of the way up. Carefully shake off the excess and then put it onto the parchment paper, and then repeat it all over again until something runs out. Covered every single strawberry I had left in my home with chocolate, and look, still chocolate left. So my guess is even if you cut the chocolate by half, it will be enough, because look, that's a lot of strawberries. And the great thing about this recipe is that even if you start with not that pretty strawberries, by the time you cover them with chocolate, they turn to real beauties. Okay, so now I'm gonna let them cool at the counter for 5 minutes and then put them into the fridge for 15. I don't really think it's set yet. I'm gonna put it back for another 15 minutes, I think. I cannot believe I have chocolate covered strawberries in my kitchen. This is so cool. I feel like I just took it from some video from some YouTuber in America because look at this. This is so cool. I honestly cannot believe it. One thing before trying though, I wanted to mention, okay, it's kind of like learning from your own mistakes. So as you saw, when I kind of was finishing nipping these strawberries and I ran out of the place on the big plate, I cut another piece of parchment paper and I just laid it there on my counter, not thinking that I will need it to put it into the fridge. So I highly suggest first putting a plate, and then the parchment paper, and then the strawberries, because once you start moving them around while the chocolate is not set, that's not fun. You get something like that, chocolate all over, and then you get some interesting shapes, like, let's say this one. So anyways, and another thing I wanted to mention is that it's actually kind of like a few hours after I put them into the fridge, because they didn't set in 15 minutes, neither in 30 or 45, and then I had to leave. So I just came back and I have chocolate kind of all over me. And I'm pretty sure it's a little bit too late to have snacks like that, but things you do for a challenge. So, okay, let's pick one. This one looks really appealing to me. The bottom looks kind of interesting. It's like a little, well, yeah, logical, little feet, because you put them like that. I've never seen one in my life, so this is interesting. Okay, I'm so excited. Yum, yum, yum. It's so interesting. Cold strawberry with cold thin layer of chocolate. It's nothing I could compare it with. That's so, and the chocolate is like second skin. It like I kind of thought that it will slide off or something, but it really adhered to the strawberry. And Laura says that it's because of the way you cool them down. You at first let them cool down at room temperature, and then you put it into the fridge, and that gives you this effect. And they are quite shiny, which is the reason of putting some vegetable oil apparently in the chocolate. This is like, I had so little ingredients today, but I feel like I learned so much. Okay. I love it. This is way too late to eat this. But I will. So if you want, go check the original recipe by Laura there. The written one is, as always, in the description box down below. And if you've never tried this, or even if you did and you like them, please try it. This is so worth it. This is really easy. You just put it into the fridge and they do their own thing while cooling down. I gotta run. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this was fun and helpful, and I'll see you in a day. Bye!